Yo, welcome back, you guys, to another Meet the Gamer. Hi, I'm DaniyelSon. It's very nice to meet you. And we're going to get right into the video. We're doing a 10 big announcements of state of play.
The PlayStation State of Play. That semi-regular ritual where Sony dangles a bunch of new games in our faces like a cat toy, and then, if it goes anything like anything else recently, we don't learn about when it's going to actually happen. Mail chicken blocked again. Gotta not say bad words in the intro. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, the top 10 new announcements from PlayStation State of Play. Starting off at number 10, Konami showed off Silent Hill F and has unveiled some gameplay. And although I may
have you guys seen this one or played this one? Let's see, it came out September 2025. Silent Hill F. Have you guys played that one? It's for the PC, PS5, Xbox.
That release date joke in the intro, a release date. You can't blame me for that release date joke. Nobody's talking about the release dates of their damn games anymore. So this one really aesthetically marks a huge departure from anything I've seen in the Silent Hill series. Yes, they've had color, but it's always been that sort of grimdark version of any color. This is a very colorful looking game. Very pretty too, to be frank. I'll say in terms of the game,
that's a fact, though. Silent Hill games are normally like black and white, like gray tones and stuff like that. If you ever play Silent Hill, those games they got a mix of horror, mix of jump scare type of things, man, and they're usually not as colorful. So I know what he's saying by that. That's an actual fact. That's true.
Gameplay. It looks a little more action oriented than you might expect. Although I kind of feel like the Silent Hill 2 remake did trend in that direction a little bit more. It's not like Devil May Cry or anything.
Gosh.
It's certainly what looks like somebody who doesn't fight a whole lot, hitting some pretty demented looking monsters with stuff, pipes or spears. I don't know.
This already looks crazy. I don't play the Silent Hill games, but this game looks wild. If you played this game or if you're playing this game right now, let me know how it's going for you, for real. These games you gotta play with this is a 2-player game. There's gotta be 2 people, okay? There's gotta be 2 people so you guys can share the jump scares and the nasty creepiness. These games are creepy. Look at that. Look at how their bodies are bent. It's crazy.
Definitely impressed that they managed to make something that looks a lot like Silent Hill, but looks very little like Silent Hill at the same time. Konami, especially in recent years, is not really known for subtlety or particularly on-point sensibilities or games. Just games. I don't know, it looks pretty visceral.
This is crazy.
Frankly, very pretty and super unsettling. I'm very intrigued by Silent Hill F. It's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC September 25th. Moving on to number 9, it's Romeo.
Let's go. Let's get to number 9. Number 9. Let's go.
Is a dead man. Suda51's time-traveling fever.
Romeo is a dead man. Romeo is a dead man. PS5, PC, Xbox. Oh, this game hasn't came out yet. Okay, so this is new. Let's see what we got.
Just a bunch of new crazy crap. So Suda51's back. His signature brand of stylish chaos is back. It's called Romeo is a Dead Man this time around. It's an ultra-violent sci-fi action game.
What's up with all these crazy demon horror games and stuff like that? What's going on, man?
Message.
What's really happening?
Game developed by Grasshopper Manufacture, and it's going to release sometime next year. You are Romeo Stargazer, which is, by the way, a hell of a name. An FBI agent, okay? So he narrowly escapes death thanks to a time paradox, and what I'm going to say is serious. A mysterious device implanted in his face by his grandfather. He is resurrected as a masked hero that is named Dead Man, and he hunts down space-time fugitives.
I know you guys saw the intro to this game. The intro to this game was crazy. So you end up in a different reality with a face product or some type of face mask or some type of thing put on by your grandpa, and you're in a different world, different dimension, fighting as a hero or something. That what? What? I mean, look at that. Look at that right there, man. This game might be fire.
across multiple universes. Now, if you thought any of that stuff was heavy-handed, wait until you hear this. Romeo's mission intertwines with his own personal quest to find his missing girlfriend. Do you know who Romeo's missing girlfriend is? It's Juliet. Suda51 is a freaking madman.
Come on. Romeo and Juliet game. This is a Romeo and Juliet game. Romeo is looking for his Juliet over quantum and multiple dimensions. This is crazy. This is crazy. This game does look like it has some good action though.
Okay, complete eccentric, but how can you not at least want to see what the hell is going on here? Again, this one's not coming until 2026, but man. Moving on to number 8, Pragmata.
I don't know. I'm not sure if that game's out. Let me see if that game's out real quick. Romeo is a Dead Man, developed by Grasshopper Manufacturer and directed by Studio51, was released on February 11th, 2026. Let's get into number 8, y'all.
Returns, the long-lost space odyssey from Capcom.
Pragmata returns. I think I said that right. PC, PS5, Xbox, and Xbox Series S. So this game is also to be determined in 2026. Okay, so if this game is out, let us know in the comments.
Years of radio silence, broken by Capcom. Their enigmatic sci-fi adventure Pragmata finally resurfaced. This one was announced way back in 2020 and had become something of a myth. Fans kind of wondered if it had drifted into the void of development limbo, maybe even cancellation. But
okay, so this game was slated to come out already, but it did not. It did not. So if you heard of this game, please share it in the comments. Let's talk about it. But the game looks like, was it Death Stranding? I think it is Death Stranding, Mass Effect, Outer World, Outer Space. Can't remember the name right now.
it is back now, and it's bringing some intriguing gameplay mechanics with it. It's set on a desolate lunar station. It follows the story of Hugh, this astronaut, and Diana, an android. The two form an unlikely partnership as they navigate the station. I mean, really, what else are they going to do?
Dirty
they
Diana.
face off against rogue AI, blah, blah, blah. But it's one of these dual character games where you can...
He said blah, blah, blah because it's the same story over and over. But with video games, it could be the same story, and the way that they make it, the way that they set it up, how they tell the story is important. Like, all this stuff matters. So it's actually good to see more games that's going the direction they want to go, because you can make the same story over and over, but it's just like Grand Theft Auto. Missions, crimes, police, whole bunch of stuff. But it all can be played over and over and over.
Control both of them simultaneously. Hugh does the heavy lifting and jetpack assisted stuff and combat and all that, whereas Diana does hacking powers and the manipulating the environment type stuff. The trailer showed us a blend of action and strategy, and it's interesting. It demonstrates a kind of a synergy that is required that you're going to have to basically pilot two people into. And I mean, Capcom doesn't mess around. They wouldn't have brought this out of the oven for no reason, or let us peek into the oven. They did confirm a release window of 2026, so very, very possible we see this one. Should be super interesting to find out even really what it turns out being. Moving on to number 7, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, now with a multiplayer.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. This game is already out. Have you played it? Have you played it? That's the question. Have you played it? Metal Gear Solid was a nice PS2 game, PS1. Wait, was it PS1? Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation 1998. That is crazy. You guys remember that one, the thing you can do in Metal Gear Solid where you're fighting the praying mantis dude, and if you plug in a second controller, you can identify his movements, because he's able to teleport and stuff, and you can plug in the second controller and it reveals where he's at. Correct me if I'm wrong though, or if you remember, share it in the comments. We can talk about it. It actually was Metal Gear. Then it was 1990, Snake's Revenge, Metal Gear Solid 2. Then Metal Gear Solid. Then Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. So it did like it started off Metal Gear 1 and 2, then it did a remake of it. And that's why we get Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, look that up. It's called the Master Collection Series, Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid, the Master Collection Series. Look that up if you're interested in it.
I know I like giving Konami kind of a hard time for borderline abandoning gaming for a few years, but they're kind of killing it.
So Konami, you guys know the Konami symbol, right? The little orange and yellow swishes with the K, Konami, whatever. So I have a list of different studios, developers and whatnot, and Konami didn't make the list. And it's funny because he just said Konami stopped making games for a few years. I guess this is their comeback season. Anytime they come out with a Metal Gear Solid, it's gonna do what it do. All right, Metal Gear Solid is a solid game. Metal Gear Solid is a solid game. Wow. Let's go.
So we got a new gameplay trailer of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and I mean, it looks good. It looks real good. And on top of that, you got the Snake versus Monkey minigame, the Sony crossover, which is going to be available on PlayStation 5 and PC versions of the game. The Xbox version is going to feature a different minigame, Snake versus Bomberman, which is ostensibly new, but I think what everybody was really particularly interested in was the possibility of a Metal Gear Online mode. Like, I don't know if you remember Metal Gear Online stuff, but it was, I mean, and I'm not talking the unicorn zombies online. Was that even online? I don't even remember. It felt like a crappy online game. But Metal Gear Solid games had an online.
Whoa! That man just camouflaged into the rocks. I know y'all saw that. Where's it at? Right over there. Right over there. Not that one, but the one over. He just camouflaged into those rocks right there.
Opponent, and they teased it here. They didn't really let us know exactly.
That was hard.
What it's gonna be, but man, this is a pretty looking game. It is a great remake, but like the kind of remake you'd really like
it's a remake. It's a remake. Okay, remastered remake, same words. Let's go.
Hill 2 type remake. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a serious banger, and it's launching on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC August 28th.
That's already out right
number
now.
6, Tides of Tomorrow.
Number six.
Hey, did you like Waterworld?
Tides of Tomorrow. You know what? I think I just seen something on this. Tides of Tomorrow, PC, PS5, Xbox, and that came out February 24th, 2026.
Way back in the day. Do you even know what that is? Well, the Field of Dreams guy was basically a fish man in a post-apocalyptic ocean world. I don't think the fish man thing is part of this, but like, I also don't think that saying this is in no way influenced by Waterworld would be probably wrong. So basically, the developers behind Road 96 are plopping us on a future Earth that's been swallowed by the oceans and microplastic diseases.
Yo, what if the world was flooded by water? Like, how would we live, you know? So this game is crazy. Cause see what games can do, just work. Just listen. What games can do is they can show you things that you wouldn't really be able to see in reality, but then they can also give you insight onto how to navigate in that reality if that ever came about. So these games are good testing grounds for great ideas and for different scenarios. I know you have to survive hard in this game. I know this game is tough.
Infected with plastemia, and I'm just saying that in real life. I'm not talking about I'm just kidding. That's the concept of the game.
All of this is built on top of water. This whole rig right here is built on top of water.
I don't think that plastemia exists or ever will exist, or at least I hope. Anyway, this isn't
looks pretty
just
good. It kind of looks like Fortnite. It looks like Fortnite a little bit, but it looks good though so far.
Low story game, you actually follow another real life player and their past decisions actively warp your story. Like, all
Wait,
right,
wait,
so
wait,
say
wait,
they
wait, wait,
made a
wait.
peace deal.
Wait, 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 wait. Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up. Run that back. Run that back. He said you play as a character who's following a character who recently played the game. That's got some was that Elder Rings? When you can like see people's battles and stuff like that, like the shadow of them. Yo, that's innovative right there. See, I told you, I told you. Games like this are starting to make it very cool to see how far you can go with creativity and imagination when it comes to this game and stuff. All right, different storylines, different functions, different mechanics. You can bring all that into a game and just change perspectives. And it's always meant to give you something. It's always a game's always meant to give you a sense of accomplishment, a thrill, and a success. So it's always meant to give you something good. Like you're always supposed to get something good out of it. That's why, like, when you win the game, it's a victory, right? So you're getting these small wins, and you just stack up the small wins, y'all. You just keep stacking them. But this is crazy. I'm gonna cut that back. I gotta cut that back. Listen to what he says. Listen to what he says. You see, I told you, look like Fortnite. Look like a little bit like Fortnite. It's clean though.
Exist, or at least I hope. Anyway, this isn't just a solo story game. You actually follow another real life player and their past decisions actively warp your story. Like, all right, so say they made a peace deal with a floating merchant city or something. Great, you might get a warm welcome there.
There it is.
Did they burn it down for a can of beans? That's not going to be great for you. And that makes this a fairly interesting sounding game to me.
Wait a minute. So everybody's decision shapes the next decisions or the outcomes of everyone after them. So if they go through and burn everything to the ground, you're going to be living in a desolate place. Let's cut that back just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little
Great,
bit.
you might get a warm welcome there. Did they burn it down for a can of beans? That's not going to be great for you. And that makes this a fairly interesting sounding game to me. As of now, they're saying it will come out February 24th, 2026, but I mean, that's a long time from now. You never know. And number 5 is Luminez Arise. It's been like 6 years.
Luminez Arise, PC, PS5, release date, quarter 2025. So this game is also already out too. Let's check it out.
Since Luminez, and it might have even been a remaster. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But so in a lot of ways, it's similar to Tetris Effect, and in a lot of ways, it's not. It's a puzzle game. It does the same kind of music and visual affecting stuff that Tetris Effect does. But the way it works, it is a block dropping game, but also you have side to side dynamic. I mean, look at it. It's really hard to explain, but it's not very hard to play. Hard to maybe beat, but not hard to play. They're also adding Burst, which is a new strategic layer. There's a game.
This is a souped up Tetris. This is Tetris on steroids. Ultimate Tetris.
To charge, which lets you lock a formed square in place. Luminez is it's a cool game. I'm excited to play a new one. There's a demo slated for release this summer.
Whoa.
And then the game is coming out on both PC and PlayStation in the fall. We don't have an exact date though. There is VR as well. PSVR 2 support. All right, moving on to number 4. It's a little bit.
That game was crazy. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? No, did y'all see that? All right, number 4.
Bit of a difficult to categorize one. Sea of Remnants.
Sea of Remnants. PC, PS5, 2026. So this also could be out.
which comes to us from Joker Studio, the minds behind Identity V. If I'm honest, I'm not familiar with it, but this is an interesting free-to-play oceanic RPG where you're an amnesiac sailor, you're accompanied by a
Oh,
mysterious girl, and you go out on this voyage to the enigmatic Sea of Remnants. We have a very
oh,
unique art style in this game.
Sea of
What they're
Remnant.
calling all of the people of this world are puppet folk, and your actions cause a
Nasty.
city called Orbtopia to evolve differently based on the
Mermaid.
choices you make. There's a lot of different stuff going on in this game.
Oh.
There's ship customization, real-time naval combat, crew recruitment, etc., etc. There's fishing, there's cooking, there's mahjong. I mean, it looks interesting, to say the very least. Very
Yeah,
distinct, but we'll see what happens when this releases.
this has a nice RPG feel to it. If you're into RPGs, you might want to check this out for sure. I don't really like RPGs too much, but there's some that I do play. There's some that I enjoy watching or I enjoy playing.
In 2026. So we're going from something I don't completely understand to number 3, something I completely understand.
Neo 3 PS5.
And Neo 3 is coming. Team Ninja officially unveiled Neo 3, set to launch early 2026. But guess
Okay.
what? If you don't know, there is a demo now available on PS5. You can play Neo 3 now.
You guys catch that? Well, this game might be out already. I don't know, but there's a demo. There's a demo. Neo 3. Neo 3. That sounds familiar. Neo 3. A lot of these games I'm not familiar with. Like, I'm telling you straight. Like, I got my set of games that I play. I got other games that I have seen played and stuff like that, but this is what Meet the Gamer is all about. This is what this series is all about. We are learning games. We're getting invested into them. We're immersing into them. We're seeing the storylines. We're seeing all these things about them. We're getting good history, getting good breakdowns. So that's what these reaction videos are supposed to be. For Meet the Gamer, we're just having a conversation about video games.
It's not out for another half year and you can play it free. So interesting thing about this entry to the Neo
Whoa.
series, you got 2 distinct combat styles, samurai and ninja. You can switch between them. The samurai
Okay.
is more of a traditional swordplay with martial arts type thing and a parry system. The ninja style emphasizes speed and agility. In a lot of
Okay.
ways, it kinda, I know this sounds absurd, kinda sounds like being able to switch between different styles in Yakuza, but of course it is a Souls-like action RPG. I also don't think I think there are other ones with styles that, I don't know, this just rings closer to that sort of 2-style specificness of a Yakuza game to me for whatever reason. This one is
Okay.
open field world, they're calling. I don't know exactly what makes that different from open world, but it does drop the whole mission-based system. So the demo is available on PS5 through June 18th. If you complete the demo, you will get exclusive equipment in the full game upon its release. So I think if
Nice.
you got a PS5 and you like Neo, think you're gonna buy the third one, that's something you should probably take advantage of. I don't know, it's more Neo. How could you complain? I'm not gonna complain.
That's cool.
Moving on to number 2.
Number two. Number two.
An absolutely phenomenal development. This has been something I've been following with great interest.
007 First Light revealed. PC, PS5, Xbox, PS4, Switch, Xbox One, Switch 2. Wait. Are you talking about the actual 007?
The 007 game from IO Interactive. Guess what? It's called First Light. It is a James Bond origin story.
Oh!
It is its own version of James Bond. It exists in its own world, separate from any of the movies.
Yeah.
And wow, it looks super interesting.
Oh,
First Light
heck
is,
yeah.
of course, going to blend what
Wait.
IO Interactive.
Wait. Hold up. See what I'm saying? You find these ones that you get excited about, you know? There's some ones on here that are interesting. Ones that are like, nah, not my thing, you know? But then there's ones that's like 007? Y'all know I used to play with a dude named Odd Job, the little short dude in the suit. 007 GoldenEye. Y'all got to know these games, man. A lot of these games you're seeing today are from games that are like retro, nostalgic. That's why we playing the Tomb Raider. Because whatever comes after Tomb Raider, they built it from that. And look, they got Metal Gear Solid on here, got 007. They got these cool looking Water World RPG Tides of Tomorrow. That innovative way to play. This is cool. I gotta look something up. Hold up. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. May 27th, 2026. Wait, Grand Theft Auto was supposed to come out on May 26th or May 27th, wasn't it? And then it got pushed back. Grand Theft Auto 6. That's funny. That's the guy from Walking Dead. That's Morgan right there from Walking Dead. That is Morgan from Walking Dead.
Separate from any of the movies, and wow, it looks super interesting.
Yes,
First
it
Light is
does.
of course going to blend what IO Interactive does best, the Hitman franchise, with the James Bond mythos. But I would
Oh,
say that
yeah.
this trailer gives us a little bit of an indication that this is a little more narrative heavy than Hitman. Not that Hitman has no story elements or anything, but this looks like they're
Oh,
deliberately
yeah.
doing something a little more focused on.
Oh, look at the graphics. This is going to be so clean. The Hitman aspect, because you know how Hitman's so detailed. If you guys ever played any of the Hitman games, you know how detailed you can actually be. You can manipulate your environment, you can blend into your environment, you can choose how to go about the mission at your own will. Whatever creativity you got, bring it out, utilize it. You get very creative on Hitman games. Mix that with 007, the mission, the espionage, the counterintelligence, the gadgets, the missions, like Mission Impossible, 007, Hitman. I mean, if you mix all those up, you're going to get this game right here. This game's going to be fire.
Looks like they're deliberately doing something a little more focused
Oh,
on
yeah.
developing a character, which to me says this is probably a franchise of games from them. If they do this one right, anyways, why wouldn't it be? They're kind of looking to redefine Bond games here. Bond games have, sometimes been a shining light in gaming and sometimes really been crap as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is gaming games.
Wait, let's go back,
here.
let's go back.
Bond games have, sometimes been a shining light in gaming and sometimes really been crap as well. And to be frank, this is the studio I would want to make a Bond game, and this is the Bond game I would want them to make. In every
There it
way,
is.
this looks
There it
like
is.
it would have to be a monumental screw up for this not to be awesome. It's
Yeah.
coming next year.
Yeah.
We don't have a date, but that's a ways off, obviously.
We got a date, May 27th, 2026.
And finally, at number 1, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, an Arc System Works.
Oh. Now this looks like it's going to be clean too. Marvel Toko Fighting Souls, PC and PS5.
4v4 Marvel fighting game. From the people who make Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball Fighters, Arc System Works.
Fighters.
Now that might sound way out there, but if you're...
He said Fighters. Everybody says Fighter Z. This man said Fighters to make sure you... I'm sorry. Meet the gamer.
Arc System Works. Now that might sound way out there, but if you're looking at the footage, it's a fighting game. It's a Guilty Gear looking fighting game with tag team stuff going on. And
Okay.
to be clear, that's what I would probably prefer from this developer. I don't know if Marvel would lend itself to something like Dragon Ball Fighters, which I think gets a little bit off into the weirder territory at times, not all the time, but I think orienting this a little bit more towards a traditional fighter is a good idea. It's also pretty as hell. Frankly, I'm loving
Yeah.
the art style. I love
Look
how
at that.
I love Arc System Works graphics. I mean, they don't...
These graphics are clean.
They're not necessarily consistent between every single one of their games in terms of style, but also they kind of are in a weird way. I don't know. They know their audience though, and if you look at this
Storm.
in 4K, it is gorgeous. I'm
Yeah,
really
it's
looking
nice.
forward to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. It could honestly be one of the bigger fighters of next year when it's coming out. I do have some bonuses for you. First,
What you
Mortal
got?
Kombat Legacy Collection. Hey, do you want 20 Mortal Kombat games? I mean, to be fair, a few of these are the same, but it's like arcade, console, handheld versions of various early Mortal Kombat games. You're also
Okay.
going to have online play in every single one of
Did you guys ever play Mortal Kombat?
these games, which I think is almost worth it alone if you like playing the older Mortal Kombat games. The next one is Thief VR Legacy of Shadow. Didn't
Ooh.
think we'd see a new Thief game coming, let alone a VR one. I mean, this is one of the big immersive sims in the lineage of the genre, or at least they were. I don't know if this one will be, but I don't know. It does make me think about immersive sims in VR. I feel like that's kind of a natural place for it, but anyway. Next one's Bloodstained: The Scarlet Entanglement, a 2.5D side-scrolling RPG. It's actually
It's like Metroid, 2D side scrolling, Mario, Metroid games like that.
a prequel that is going to contain the largest map in the series and a new combat system. Next is Baby Steps. The minds
Baby
behind
steps.
Ape Out and Getting Over It are bringing us a walking simulator where you control Nate, an unemployed man who discovers the joy of walking. He couldn't prior. There's
Baby
physics-based
steps.
controls. Frankly, the game looks funny as hell. Even if the game's like humor doesn't necessarily work, the actual just gameplay looks like it's gonna be funny. I'm sure there's gonna be workable humor in it. I'm not exactly not expecting that, but the gameplay itself looks hilarious to me. And then finally, we got a
That game looked crazy. A walking game, really?
surprise Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, which actually gives you both the original like
Whoa.
War of Lions translation of the classic game and then an enhanced version which has updated visuals, fully voiced dialogue, quality of life improvements, and even some additions to the game itself. This one is a massive duh for anybody who really liked Final Fantasy Tactics when it originally came.
Right. If you like this, I'm a pass. I'm a pass on it. But if you like it, it's all you. It's all you. Get into it.
Came out back on the first PlayStation. That includes me. That's gonna land September 30th. I'm pretty excited. There's a lot to be excited about on this
Hey,
list.
there's a lot of games on this list right here. A lot of games on this list that are positive, A-OK games. We're gonna have some nice. We got 007. We have a Marvel fighting game. Tides of Tomorrow, like a new hey, comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff there. This is another one in the books, y'all. Another Meet the Gamer. We talking about games. So let's get right into it, y'all. Y'all have a good one out there. Thanks for tuning in. Nice to meet you. I'm DaniyelSon, and we'll catch you in the next video, y'all. Peace.
Maybe I got